What's up, everybody? The Regal Ninja's back again with another episode of, you know it, Monster Loves You. So let's just jump right back into it. In case you're not sure, we're at Elder now. So we have Pull. Still, monster community is still not all that great. Humans are starting to see us in a better light anyway. So let's see, where we at? 1, 2, 3. I did 3 in Carmen. And did 2 here, so I guess we're doing this, so let's get in the fight. Canelo Asset, Let's Go Genius, holds his abacus, turning the rocks for turning the rocks for you and the other elders to see. Let's take a closer look. The calculations don't lie. All humans find out about monsters in 2 months. These figures are rock solid. Literally, we should prepare new hiding places. Challenge Canelo logic with headology. We don't know enough to predict the actions. Requires honesty. Agree with Canelo. The more monsters fear humans, the better. I'm challenging them. You raise one claw and clear your throat. They've known about us forever, though. They tell stories of us to their children every generation. You go on, and yet they've never risen up to destroy us all. I don't think it's going to happen this generation either. It's a load of swamp gas. That'll get them. Ah, look at that. I'm going up. Swamp gas. Canelo swear. I didn't account for that. Abacus in hand, he departs to recalculate his calculations. Look at that. So we have 54%. I want to see if I can bring us together. That would be the weird monster that brings humans and monsters together. Let's do the hug. You're splashing through rain gutters and you spot a human on the steps below. She snuffles and sobs into a tissue. A crumpled letter lies beside her. Let's help the human. You slide down a gutter and squat beside the human. She squeaks, then holds very still when you don't attack her. Okay. Finally she says, you ought to know why I'm crying? My parents say I must marry Ernest. It's my... Nah, but I do not love him. I just wish he'd go away. Help her no matter how dangerous they may be. Offer to harmlessly scare him away. Devour her. I'm not gonna eat her. I'm gonna help her. Pretty sure I'm brave. She blinks away tears and starts to laugh, then sees that you're serious. She takes your claw in hand and you go inside. Yes? Where 2 older humans interrupt their dinner to scream and jump away from you. Great! What we're gonna have done. The older humans claim to calm themselves. The stupid phone's going off. Okay, the older humans calm themselves and listen to her for, you suppose, the first time. They agree to reconsider the wedding. Awesome. Yes! The young human smiles and squeezes you, not trying to choke you, just to show you how much she appreciates your help. Look at that, humans starting to like us. Alright, let's go back. I really want to get them to like each other, see if I can pull this off. Let's go with this one. Elder Gobclaws rages at the other monsters. She crushes some stray lizards as she screams, admit it! Humans are dangerous. Let us smash them. Oh, smash! Let's see, she's wrong to challenge her ferocity, which I'm pretty sure is pretty high. They're dangerous but can also be allies. Honesty is fairly high. A group of Gobclaws down with the humans. Let's go with allies. Let's go with honesty. I mean, I could have done either one, apparently. Like, because I can't see my thing down there, so I'm a bit, like, off of which one I should choose, but at least I can try to keep in my head kindness is the lowest one. So, let's see. Success! You list ways in which humans can kill monsters, but then you point out that they make artifacts such as the ones Gobclaws collect. She stares at you, and I'm going to stare right back. Yeah, going up there. Let's see. She folds her arm and nods. The other monsters mumble and nod too. An elder in the back says, you always speak the truth. I can hear your voice now. Yes, I do. Okay, so I'm just trying to remember. Cleverness, ferocity, and honesty are all the highest. So I should probably go with one of those choices if I have the option. We're also doing fairly well. Monsters, let's see. This is how well monsters think of humans. When inevitable conflict comes, this would dictate how monsters act. What do we think of humans? Curve score 62 out of 100. Some monsters like humans. So I just want to get that as high as possible. Let's see, what do humans think of us? 69. Giggity. Out of 100. Alright, let's go back to Carmen. And let's go with this one. You're investigating a stack of crates in an alley. You hear a shriek. Ah, screaming boxes. Wait, it's a small child. He runs in, followed by 3 slightly larger ones. The small one jumps behind the crates to hide next to you. What about the 3 larger ones? They're laughing and poking the crates, looking for them. They smell like tobacco and sound like hyenas. So they're teenagers. You see, keep the small one hidden. Teach the child to be a monster. Attack. Eat all of them. I'm going to shoot for the kindness and keep them hidden. I'm going to try. I could go with ferocity and attack, but I think that drop my score and raise it at the same time, or I could scare the kid. So let's go for the kindness one. Hopefully this will work. Yeah, it worked. Okay, like many stupid alpha animals, the bullets get quickly bored and leave. Child turns to go, but just before he does, he gives you a tentative hug. Shirt covered with slime, he leaves. Oh, look at that, we're good to go. Let's go back to politics. Let's go with the log cabin. Blitztree proposes a new plan to keep an eye on the humans. We'll take over an abandoned house in Carmen, keep someone in there all times, and take extensive notes of everything they do. That is an interesting idea. There's always another side to it, though. Several other elders seem to like the idea very much. They argue about where to establish the spy house, though. Carmen has many empty buildings. Which shall we use? Let's see. Ruin everything. Suggest somewhere humans will look bad. Suggest a place that will encourage understanding. Fools! We need many eyes and many buildings. I'm not going to be fierce. I'm going to go with cleverness. The expedition sets out immediately, hiding in the unused upper floor of the library. They observe humans reading and learning. Make sure they see that humans are smart. Good to go. In short order, several elders learn to read for the first time. They seem impressed with their unsuspecting human subjects. Oh, look at that. We're doing good. Let's go with this guy. Let's see. An older human and many children sit in rows in a hot echoing room. The older human drones on while the children look at everything but him. The windows, the clock, even your hiding spot. I'm guessing they're in school because that's what it sounds like to me. He's telling them about lifology. You know about that. But judging from his expression, he doesn't seem to find it very interesting himself. Stepping Sean to teach, stir things up, disrupt the doors. Let's teach him a lesson. You burst into the classroom, everyone stops to stare at you. For one person's moment, nobody does anything. Tell them about the workings of living things. Tell them about the attitude behind doctoring. Cleverness is higher, so let's go with that. It's almost like a guaranteed win. You begin your lecture smoothly explaining just how the heart pumps blood and just how many miles of veins and arteries they have in their bodies. The whole class listens, fascinated. Go on. You're well into the second hour of your lecture when a bell rings. The teacher says, "I'm sorry, that's all the time we have. Let's wrap it up." Yeah! And I'm at 100%. Okay, as the children leave, they chatter and laugh. You made some new friends today. Alright, so the only thing I gotta do now is get the monsters up. Okay, let's go with this guy. Greed Blitz. I like that name. I mean, my kid monster's name looks like it should have been like Larry. Greed Blitz. No, I'm jealous. Okay, Greed Blitz. Puffed up with multi-syllable importance, addresses the other elders. My fellow monsters, he begins. I propose we meet the humans halfway. What, in the middle near the forest? No! Clears the I think we should learn from them and adopt human ways to become more civilized. Agree and explain some human innovations. Cleverness. Yes, I've learned much watching the hunters. Ferocity. Here, starting an exploratory committee to look into the matter. Yes, we should use our tricks to get them. Well, because I want to like them, let's go with cleverness. Yeah. You make a special case under your tutelage. The other gathered elders learn much about organization governing the human way. So I'm at 98. Looks like the dream is going to come true. This guy looks like a sneaky snake, so let's go and choose him and see what's going on. Alright, you and some other elders are conversing when Virok walks up, proudly holding a toaster. Funny, you have a toaster. Just wait a minute, that's my toaster. He stole my toaster. Douche. Virok crows. Look what I found at the bus stop. We can take what we want from humans. Show how a human would just take it back. Claim monster humans both value true. Playing that still is what filthy humans do. Let's go with the honesty. And I'm all the way at 100%. Bamsis. Virok tries to flee, but the other bosses stop him. You take back your toaster and stepped on his head for good measure. He says you're lying, but they trust you more than they trust him. Alright, well, I mean, we're both at 100%, but I still got a day left, so, let's see. I got 4 on that one and 3 left on that one, so let's go to Carmen. And we'll do this busted arm. In a secluded hiding place near the park, suddenly you see a human grab her stomach and fall over. Shoot. I'm not sure what to do. My time to shine. That's the spirit. What we do? Be like the spine doctor. Doctor her good. Risk being seen among humans to seek help. My kindness isn't high enough, but my bravery, I believe. Oh man, I don't know which one is higher. Let's go with bravery. Before long, you spot some humans playing a game with a ball and small pony. Weird. Huh. Get their attention to help her. Okay, success. Jumping about, you shout out human medical words. You know, also help. Before you know it, the the EMTs, arrive. Oh boy. Okay. What? Advanced neurosurgery. What? Where did that come from? They strap her to a board and put her in a white truck. One of them grabs your claw and shakes it firmly but gently before they all head off. You feel a growing sense of satisfaction. Okay. I'm glad I went with the bravery. It's higher. So that's it. 0 days left. So, okay. If you walk through Horton Square, you think on your past. Life hasn't always been easy. But if you build up your reputation, you are quite well respected. Yes, well respected indeed. Larry the monster. That is Larry. Though monsters have always feared and loathed humans in the past, your work towards improving relations has paid off. Monsters have come to respect and like them. Well done. That is grand. Meanwhile, humans who have once hated all monster kind have come to understand that monsters aren't terrible, evil things. Rumor has it that humans think pretty well of you. Okay. Shouting your revere, terrible commotion erupts. Elders and younger monsters alike are miling about in a great mob. What is it? Blotch drops from a nearby roof. Humans are coming this way. What? Blitzstreak says, that's wonderful. We can talk to them. It's true. Relations have been warming up. Both monsters and humans meet deep in the whale mist. There is considerable shuffling of feet and paws. Everybody wants to talk, but nobody wants to make the first move. If only some monster who to speak of. Who could that possibly be? Yes, if only. A few of the other elders are looking at you strangely enough. /1... What? The /1 in the throat to show them who's boss. We're gonna welcome them as friends. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief and you put your best claw forward. It's the first step of a long journey. A journey on which monster and human will cooperate in all things. What happened next? Yeah, universal prosperity. Why's it teeth? Why do I want teeth? Okay. You dare to find the narrow gap between fear and hate. Now humans and monsters work together for the benefit of all. Yep. And so monsters and humans worked, lived, and played together for many happy generations to come. Hooray for the future. Hooray! And it's the end. My final personality. So my brave is 90. Cleverness is 100. Ferocity is 100. Honesty is 100. My kindness is only 60. And I don't know what that arrow thing is. I never figured that out. But it's only 53%. Yep. Oh, so that was it. And oh man, that is a lot of endings. That's what these are. So each of these is another ending. Possible ending. Which I may come back like later on and do, I guess depending on if you guys want to see me do the rest of these things. But So that is the end of Monster Loves You. This is completed. That's it. It was a, it's a fun little Steam game. Only costs a few bucks, but if you like into those story, make the choice games, this is definitely one I recommend. Definitely interesting little game. As you can see, a lot of different ways this could play out. I just happen to go for the good of humanity and MonsterCon. Blah, 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 blah. But that's it. That's the end of Monster Loves You. Like I said, it was a fun little game to play, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it. So we'll see what I'll be doing next. But until then, I will be catching you on the flip side. Deuces.